anyone can be smart, anyone can do the sales talking, pero yung puso,
Yun yung passion.
and yung passion, ito na lang yung magsaset sa atin aparte. And if you think you're struggling, hindi ka makabenta, and you think that the only way for you to sell is to deceive your clients, dyan ka nagkakamali. Because very short-lived yan. Makakabenta ka ngayon, di na yan mauulit. Diba? So don't think about short-term. Think about long-term always. So if you put your heart into everything that you do, right? And we see that with what's happening in our lives. Basta nandyan yung puso, anything is possible.
So for someone, nasabihin na natin na OFW, ito perfect example. OFW, nakaipon, uuwi dito, ready nang bumili ng sarili nilang bahay, and then they're gonna ask for your advice kung, Maiko, ano ba mas okay? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years to pay? Kasi alam naman natin, pag ine-extend natin ng sobrang tagal, mas lumalaki yung interest.
Correct.
Babalik naman siya ng ibang bansa. Pero again, ano bang mas okay? Gaano katagal lang ba dapat?
Correct.
Kapag katating sa home loan.
Yeah. Good question.
So if the property, let's say, is between 5 to 10 million pesos for someone na isang OFW, ano talaga, paano mo malalaman kung hanggang saan lang dapat?
I think that's something that's very personal. Depende kung sino yung bibili. Again, because it depends. Like for me, I know na, let's say, in 5 years' time, I know for a fact na mapopromote ako kasi may kontrata na kami ng boss ko. Something like that. Diba?
Kumbaga, sure ka.
Sure na sure.
Sure
Yung
na
talagang
sure ka na
sure,
5 years may ganitong pera na dadating.
Correct. Hindi lang yung pre-promise sa'yo na may ganyang dadating.
May kontrata na dapat.
Dapat may kontrata na. Dapat alam mo na talagang yun yung kikitain mo in 5 years' time. Okay, then sige, let's shorten this term, yung bank term ko. But if let's say in 5 years, alam mong ikakasal ka, magkaka-baby kayo.
Maraming
wag ka na
gastos.
masyadong mag-commit. Wag na. Keep it that way. Kasi mas mag-a-add up pa yung mga priorities, mga commitments mo, mga expenses mo. So, if possible, you take the average loan term, which is like 10 years, 10 to 15 years, you take that. Unless you know na talagang, kaya ko to bayaran in 5 years kasi meron lang ako inaantay yung, I don't know, dividends ko from this investment that I made. Something like that, right? So it really depends on how much you are going to make, yung mga mangyayari sa buhay mo, na sure ka ha, yung sure na sure ka, ito kikitain mo. Sure na sure ka na, okay, mapopromote ako. Kasi minsan, na hindi ka pala na-promote, nawalan ka ng trabaho. Diba? Yung, nag-commit ka na sa 150,000 monthly amortization. Patay.
Hindi mo sure kung saan mahuhugutin yun.
Exactly. Kesa yung, kunwari, kung 30,000 ka lang per month, medyo kaya pa kahit mag-VA mo na ako, parang in between jobs,
may panghulog pa rin.
Hindi na ako corporate employee, may panghulog pa rin ako. Parang,
so that they have to consider.
Correct. Nasa safe side ka pa rin.
Ano madalas ang common mistakes ng first-time buyers? Base sa napapansin mo.
Common mistakes, nakita ko rin to sa mga OFWs, is kung anong binili ng mga barkada, ganun din. Like, kunwari, sinabi ni, maganda daw sa dyan sa area na yan. Tapos kahit hindi naman pasok sa budget ko, pero dahil kinausap ko yung agent mo na sinabi sa akin, 20,000 lang to per month. Ganyan. Tapos hindi na, sige, 20,000 per month. Not really learning the product by heart. Naniniwala sa sabi-sabi ng kung sino-sino. Ito yung number 1 problem na nakikita ako. Ang nangyayari, after 3 years, di ba tapos na yung monthly payment? After 3 years, nagulat sila, bakit ang laki? Ma'am, kasi ang total contract price ng binili mo, 10 million. Tapos biglang from 30,000 o 15,000 per month, nag-jump to 70,000 per month. Nagulat sila. Kasi naniwala sila, that's kung ano lang sinabi sa kanila, hindi na nila inaral yung product. So yun yung number 1 mistake. Lalo nakikita ko sa OFWs. I was in Dubai recently na parang ang daming, di ba, mga road shows doon, mga developers na pumupunta. Sige na, bili kayo, 15,000 lang per month. Alam mo ba, yung 15,000 per month na yun, kung magkano yung contract price? 9 million pesos. 9 million pesos. So pagdating nila ng year 5, di na nila alam paano babayaran.
Pero na kanina yung problema, is it the developer na ganun yung ino-offer for OFWs na hindi naman talaga alam?
I wouldn't say it's the developer because a part of it is also the culture of the salespeople in the Philippines.
So, medyo part ng problema yung developer kasi ang nagbebenta, di ba?
Correct. Pero
Parang
kasi,
ano ba ito, biktima dito, yung mga OFWs na na-offer ng gano'n? Na
Oo,
magugulat sila na, oh my
Yes.
God, ito pala yun? Di ko pala talaga kaya?
yes. And alam mo, unfortunately, ang dami talagang OFWs na nabibiktima ng ganitong scheme.
Paano?
Kasi pupunta sila, imagine itong mga OFWs, hardworking OFWs, they work for years. Di nagde-day off minsan, hindi uwi ng Pilipinas, uuwi yan every 3 years, every 5 years. I don't know, right? Tapos, ang gusto lang nila, ultimate Filipino dream, to own that home. So may pupunta, mga salespeople from the Philippines. Punta doon, sige, roadshow, padala natin lahat. Pagdating doon, anong nangyayari? Ma'am, 15,000 lang pesos per month. Nako, ay nakabili na si yung friend mo, ganyan. Tapos yung friend mo, na nakabili na, agent na rin. Bebentahan ka na rin ngayon. So pasa-pasa na siya. Tapos yung pagbebenta niya is transactional. Very transactional na. Nakakalimutan na yung puso. Nakakalimutan na hindi naman niya afford. May nanay yan. May 5 kapatid yan na pinapaaral. On top of that, di ba? May ganito na yan. Hindi na naiisip yun. Iniisip lang na bilhin mo na kasi 15,000 pesos lang yan per month without really telling them. Yung parang nagkakaroon ng lack of transparency kasi hindi mo pinapaintindi na ang 15,000 per month maglalast lang yan 3 years. Kasi the total contract price of the property is 9 million, 10 million. That an OFW na may kunwari entry-level job in UAE, for example, hindi mo yan afford. That's too expensive.
Oo,
That's too
and
expensive.
the salespeople will not tell it to you. Kasi
Most
gusto-
will not tell you.
Because
They want a quick sale.
Exactly.
Quick sale.
Oo.
So,
Saan ang galing yung ganong mindset? Ano ba yun? Paano? I mean,
ano na nga siya, parang na-embed na sa sales culture natin dito sa Philippines.
at dapat ma-break.
Dapat ma-break.
Kasi kawawa yung mga OFW.
Correct. And actually, ito na yung nangyayari ngayon na feeling ko yung mga developers, yung mga head. Kasi 'di ba, nung una hindi nila alam eh. Alam lang nila nakakabenta.
Oo.
Eh ngayon, nakikita nila na wait lang, puro reklamo na. 'Di ba? You already have TikTok there, diyan ang Instagram, nagrereklamo na yung mga tao. Ngayon, mas maingay na.
Oo.
Whoa, we have to do something. So now they're doing something. Like
Oo.
developers are starting to do something different about it. They're training their salespeople.
Oo.
Tinatry na nila i-correct. Tinatanggal na nila yung mga salespeople na ganito
Oo.
magbenta.
Oo. So masasabi natin ngayon na in fairness to the developers, gumagawa sila ng paraan to educate their buyers na hindi lang 15,000 yan, eto talaga.
They're trying now.
They're
Yes,
trying
it's
now.
starting.
But not
it's
all
starting.
developers.
I don't know yet. I haven't encountered all of the developers, but many of the developers I work with, nagbabago na to. And they invite me nga sometimes to talk for them.
And also, they're kawawa. Kasi hindi
Yes.
sila mababayaran eh.
Exactly.
Diba?
At saka, ikaw din as a developer, kung ikaw yung kumpanya, ikaw rin magsasuffer eh.
Exactly.
Kahit makabenta ka quick sale. Eh pagka hindi na yan nabayaran, babalik sa'yo yung inventory. Paano mo ibebenta ngayon yan?
Oo.
Diba? Mas
mahirap yun.
mahihirapan ka na. Mas mahihirapan ka. And tarnish na yung name mo ngayon. So, kaysa bumili sa'yo, bibili na lang sa iba. Ayaw ko na dyan sa developer. Magpapagawa na lang ako ng bahay. I don't trust any developers anymore. Ganyan yung mga sinasabi ngayon, mga tao. Ayoko na ng developer. Pangit ng quality. Di marunong. Sabi nila, 15,000 lang. Puro problema. Nagle-level
maganda
up talaga yung mga
experience.
developers ngayon. And you'll be surprised. And that's why I really enjoy working with developers now. Not to sell, ha? I really enjoy working with them because what's happening now is the market, the sales, the scheme, the style of selling is changing. And I'm so happy to be a part of this change because of the content that I do.
What's changing?
People are getting smarter. Buyers are getting smarter.
That's good.
So if buyers are getting smarter, as a seller, as a developer, 'di ba, may products ka, you need to level up to meet the demands of the buyers who are becoming more educated and smarter.
Specific areas na talagang medyo, uy, kung may extra ka, dito ka sa
Yeah.
area na to mag-invest.
Yeah. Right now, what I notice yung sa mga clients ko in Metro Manila, because it's already too expensive to invest in Metro
And
Manila.
hindi lang too expensive, sometimes naiingayan na sila masyado.
Correct.
Tsaka parang, ay, daming tao.
Tama.
Ingay.
But
Oo.
still, you want some kind of access to Metro Manila.
Oo.
Diba?
Yeah,
Ang hirap
yeah,
naman
yeah.
na lumipat ka ng
Uy,
Siargao bigla.
Correct, yung sobrang layo.
Peace
Oo,
nga,
oo,
pero
oo.
bago ka makapunta dito, 30,000.
Correct. Oo.
So, yung mga areas within Luzon that people are eyeing right now, Bulacan.
Mhm.
Bulacan is number 1.
Really?
Yes.
Dan Laguna?
Bulacan, Laguna din, pero Laguna kasi medyo mahal na rin eh.
Oo, yeah.
Laguna,
yeah,
tsaka masyado
yeah.
ng, syempre, dun yung mga unang-unang project na ni Ayala.
Oo,
So,
oo,
mahal na talaga.
oo,
So, there's Bulacan, there's Pampanga. Pampanga nga, medyo mahal na rin eh.
Yes, yes.
Pampanga, Bulacan. Basta anyway, if this is Metro Manila,
Central Luzon?
oo, if this is Metro Manila, outside
Oo.
Metro
oo,
Manila.
oo.
So, you're looking at
Calabarzon.
Pampanga, Calabarzon, correct. And if that's still expensive for you, another layer out. Ganun lang siya.
That's good.
Layer out.
Oo.
Yeah.
Oo.
Pero kailangan accessible pa rin. But even Batangas now,
Yeah.
Malvar, Lipa, like that's all. Santo Tomas.
How about Rizal?
Rizal kasi since it's close to Manila eh, di ba?
Oo.
Okay din yung Rizal. Pero as far as I know from my clients, busy na rin siya. Sobrang
Oo,
busy na daw
traffic din
talaga.
daw.
So accessibility, parang ang hirap din. Ang tagal din
Hindi rin
makarating.
nila gusto.
2 hours. So stuck ka daw dun sa parang
Marcos
highway, Marcos Highway.
Oo, yeah.
So yun. So parang mas okay ka pa Bulacan or Pampanga, NLEX. Di ba?
More than Rizal.
Yes.
Okay. Ito madalas nakikita ko eh. Kunwari may nakita kang property. Ay, ang mura naman ito. Pag tinanong mo, rights lang. Walang title.
Right.
Ang dami nagbebenta niyan.
Yeah.
Nakakakita ko sa Cavite, Amadeo,
Yeah,
Tagaytay area. Meron din ako
Pareho
nakikita
tayong mga tinitignan ha.
Di ba?
Anong
Meron
balak
din
mo?
Meron din ako mga nakikita sa Rizal. Ano ba
Yeah.
yung rights na yan? And
Yeah.
is it okay to invest in rights?
I do not I would not advise for you to do that. I would
Okay.
not advise for my clients to buy anything na may rights lang.
Yan,
Kasi yung
exactly.
rights lang is basically may papel ka lang, may tax declaration ka na okay, ikaw nagbabayad ng tax. But that is not the ultimate proof that you own the property.
So anytime
So-
pwede sa'yo kunin ng gobyerno?
Pwedeng kunin ng kahit sino na may mag-claim.
Okay.
Right? Kahit sino.
Not just the government pala.
Yeah. So,
Oo.
ang daming pwedeng mangyari. Kahit sabihin sa'yo ng seller na, hindi, napacheck ko na yan, ganyan. Alam naman natin, di ba? Dito, bigla na lang, sabi mo okay na. Bakit bigla nagbago isip nyo? Depende kung sino yung namamahala. Biglang may mga nagbabago, di ba? May mga changes bigla. So, it's better to really foolproof yourself na pag bumili ka, especially if hindi ka naman big-time investor na parang barya lang sa'yo to, wag mo nang i-risk. Kasi kunwari, meron ka lang 1,000,000, yung 1,000,000 mo, baka it will take another 10 years to earn that much, di ba? To save that much money. I-invest mo pa dun sa hindi ka sure. Might as well invest it dun sa sure ka na. May title dapat yung property.
So, kung marami kang pera, tapos
Yeah.
mag-i-invest ka sa rights, okay din ba?
Okay lang. Kasi risky yun eh.
For others,
I mean,
talagang...
ginagawa talaga yun ng ibang mga tao. Although for me personally, I don't
You don't
hindi ako
suggest your clients.
I don't assist my clients in buying properties na rights lang.
Hindi, never. Ayaw mo talaga.
Ayoko eh kasi
Pero may mga
hindi-
gumagawa.
May
Oo,
gumagawa.
oo.
For me, gusto ko titled.
Oo.
Gusto ko titled property to make it seamless for everyone. And siguro wala pa rin ako dun sa level na ang bumibili sa akin, mga developers. Kasi yung mga developers, it's easy for them eh.
Developers will buy
Buy
this,
rights lang.
buy rights, pero sila na
Correct.
bahala.
Because it's like slashed, 50%
kasi malalaking
off.
tao na
Malalaking
yun
tao na to, they can control
Nakaya
eh.
nila,
Kaya
patitlean
nila.
yung lupa.
Kaya nila.
Oo.
Parang siguro 1 week o 1 month tapos na
Oo.
yan lahat.
Pero kung ikaw ay simpleng empleyado
Simpleng
na ito
empleyado
mo yung
ka lang.
pera mo,
Correct.
nakakita ka ng 500k lote, rights lang, no.
Kailangan araw-arawin mo, punta ka City Hall. May time ka ba doon? Nagtatrabaho ka? Wala.
Pero mapapatitlean ba ng isang simpleng mamamayan yung rights lang?
Kaya. I'm not 100% familiar with the process of that. Pero kaya siya. Pero madugo talaga.
And it's pricey.
Madugo, risky, and of course, there's cost to it. Oo.
How about yung naka-mother title? Tapos ipapatsi-patsi ninyo, hahatiin.
Ayun
Oo.
din.
You
Ginagawa
don't like
din
it?
nila yun.
Hindi mo rin
Ako
gusto?
ayoko din eh. I want it seamless.
And you want your client to be sure din. Dun sa ilalabas nilang pera.
And if we do something like that, I always want to partner up with a lawyer. Gusto ko talaga na protected yung kliyente ko. Kasi I can tell you from experience, pero hindi ako lawyer. So I wouldn't know ano ba talaga yung proseso. Ano ba talaga, ano yung gagawin para ma-protect ka legally yung rights mo as a buyer. So pag may mga ganyang situations, I suggest, yung mga complicated transactions, no, I suggest to have a broker, a licensed broker, and a lawyer. Kung makahanap ka ng broker na at lawyer pa,
Swerte.
good for you. And
Oo.
those people exist, ha?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, yun yung the best pag may mga problemang ganyan.
Alright. May era na nauso yung pagbili ng mga farm lots,
Yes.
beach properties.
Yeah, pandemic
Especially
ata, diba?
nung pandemic.
Oo.
Yeah, ang daming lumipat dun sa mga area na tahimik. Alam mo
Oh,
yung mga
yeah.
puno and all that.
Yeah.
Ngayon ba, late na kung mag-i-invest ng isang tao sa farm lot or beach? Farm lot
Yeah.
na lang. Kasi beach
yeah.
properties are super mahal.
Yeah.
Oo.
Of course not. Again, this is the best time to buy.
Kasi down yung
Because
market.
down nga yung market. Yung mga tao parang they experience na masyadong mabagal yung pagbebenta. So ngayon, nagkakaroon na ng sense of urgency sa mga sellers. And now, nagbo-boom na rin talaga yung mga short-term rentals, Airbnbs.
Oo, patok siya.
Patok na patok. So, kunwari yung mga properties outside of Manila, yun nga, Cavite, Amadeo, Alfonso,
Dami
Indang,
dyan.
diba?
Oo.
Tagaytay, Batangas, you name it. Like, that's perfect. Because tayong mga tao sa Manila, masyado na tayong pagod. Kaya nga, masyado na maingay dito, diba?
Oo.
So, naghahanap tayo ng mga places where we can relax, mga staycation, diba? Outside of Manila. So, patok na patok talaga yung mga Airbnb. So, I think that is still a really
So,
good
okay lang.
investment.
Farm lots is okay.
Oh yeah,
Oo.
definitely.
Farm
what I'm-
or beach?
It depends. It
Oo.
depends. Kasi minsan ang beach property masyadong mahal. Farm, hindi masyado. Diba?
Yes.
So baka naman pwede mong lagyan ng tweak, gawan mo ng parang pasok mo creativity mo on how you can turn this into something. Lagyan mo ng pickleball courts. Lagyan mo ng something that would make it attractive for people to
Ganda
book
ng
it.
pickleball courts.
Yeah.
Airbnb na may pickleball
Ito
court.
rin kasi talaga iniisip ko ngayon. Like kanina lang ata o kahapon, tumitingin ako Indang. Indang, Cavite.
You wanna turn it into a...
Oo, sobrang mura. Parang you can get like 5,000 square meters, 2 million, ganyan. Diba?
Sa Indang,
Why
Cavite.
not? Oo.
Oo. And this
So,
is
why
titled.
not? Titled ata yung tinignan ko. Hindi ko pa sure. So, tumitingin-tingin lang ako sa marketplace.
So, for someone na halimbawa, merong na-invest na lupa, and then for the longest time since nabili niya yon, wala pa siyang ginagawa doon. Ano ba, dapat ang gawin doon? Pataasin mo lang or ibenta mo na kasi wala ka namang ginagawa. Kasi sabihin na natin 5 years na siya nakatenga.
Correct. It depends. So, kung may time ka, most of the people, walang time. Pero kung may time ka, do something about it. Sayang Kasi pwede mo yung gawing business. Pwede mo siyang gawing para magkaroon ka ng something na ginagawa everyday. I-loan mo na lang yung pagpatayo dun sa bahay. Kasi kung may lupa ka na, kung maglo-loan ka sa bank, kuha ka na lang ng construction loan.
Yeah.
Diba? Patayuan mo na, gawin mong Airbnb business or something. Stayan mo ng family mo on the weekends, parent mo ng weekdays, something like that. Pero if wala kang time, wala ka rin naman talagang choice. Kailangan mo lang siya iwan dyan. Kasi wala kang time Unless makakuha ka ng contractor
Yeah.
na kaya mo,
Oo.
parang tiwala ka.
Oo.
Diba?
Na kahit malayo sa'yo.
Kahit malayo sa'yo, kahit di mo tinitignan-tignan, tiwala ka na nagagawa yung job.
So, sa dami ng Airbnb ngayon, okay pa rin?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Super.
Oo.
Super talaga. Kasi, tingnan mo, the closest beach to us is probably Batangas.
Yes,
Sobrang layo. Yung mga yun nga, book yun Fully book yun lagi kapag weekend. Ngayon, next week, birthday ko, naghahanap ako sa Batangas. Wala na, fully book. Sabi ko, ganun ba karami ang tao?
Same tayo, ako din. For Feb pa yung hinahanap ko.
Diba?
Sabi nung asawa ko, sabi ko, love, ganun kalakwatsyero ang mga tao.
Yes, so ganyan, same thoughts ako.
Nag-check ako sa Pampanga, nag-check.
Exactly.
Weekends to ha.
Exactly.
Weekends. And then pag sinisend sa akin ng Airbnb, yung dates nila, oh
Oo.
my God, minsan 1 or 2 to 3 days lang sila
Right?
hindi book.
Right?
Oo.
Exactly. So, this is really a good business model.
Pero
Kasi,
masakit siya sa ulo
Masakit
what
sa ulo.
if hindi ka pa nagsisimula na mag-business ng Airbnb? How to start?
right. Ayun, gagawin mo talaga siyang full-time. Unless makahanap ka ng property manager na, again, you trust.
Okay.
Pero if you have a property manager, mababawasan yung kikitain mo.
Oo, but she can look after.
Yes,
Oo.
correct. Pero
The
they would pay,
Airbnb.
I think ang cut nila is at least 20-30%.
Per
Which could have
booking.
been yours.
Per booking.
Oo, lahat
you
ng
don't
kikitain mo.
Kung kaya naman.
Oo. Kung kaya mo naman,
Oo.
ako, advice ko, ikaw na lang. Hanap ka na lang, mag-employ ka na lang ng assistant who can manage it for you. 100%
It's
it's
still
yours.
good for
It's
you.
still really good. It's still really good. Actually, ako, yun yung paulit-ulit kong iniisip ngayon na once I get the time, na parang imposible, pero once I make the time and of course make the money and find partners who I can build this with, Because again, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So I'm looking for partners who would be interested in this kind of setup.
Okay.
And then we do it. We manage. I have the background in Airbnb. I was doing that before. So I know exactly. My background is in hospitality. So I know how to take care of my guests. Something like that. So parang I want this to be a business. And of course, hindi lang naman one. If nasa Cavite ka na, might as well do. May Silangka, may Alfonso, may Tagaytay.
So how big of a lot do you need for Airbnb?
Kahit minimum nga, 70 to 100, di ba? Yeah.
Oh,
Kasi
really?
iba-iba naman yung kailangan. Yung iba gusto lang staycation as in nasa loob lang ng bahay. Gusto lang nila may PlayStation at saka may karaoke. Yung iba gusto may pool. Pero yung iba gusto may garden. So, iba-ibang target market mo eh. Depende on your Airbnb. Depending on the design of your Airbnb. Like for me, tumitingin ako Airbnb ngayon, I'm looking at something na may malapit sa beach. So yun, di ba? So that's another advantage. So iba-iba. But you diversify it. If you're an investor, if you're gonna get into this business, there's always a market for whatever property you have.
Oo, but you said nga, kahit anong klaseng kita pa yan, mapa-rental, Airbnb, or one full-time per year yung kita niyan, hindi pa rin siya passive income dahil meron ka pa rin kailangang effort na ilabas
Exactly.
at gawin.
Yes.
So, kamusta ang management ng mga rental condos, Airbnbs? Sabi mo, kabisado mo siya. Di ba madugo?
Madugo talaga. Madugong madugo.
Especially for Airbnb kasi palit ka ng palit ng guest.
Correct. Exactly. So,
May
madugo
masisira
siya.
pang gamit.
Madugo talaga.
Pero,
Here's the thing. Lahat ng gagawin natin sa buhay.
Buhay?
Oh my gosh. Lahat ng gagawin natin sa buhay, mahirap. So, hahanap ka lang ng trade-off eh. Ano ba yung gusto kong gawin na masaya ako? Eh kung ikaw yung tipo na talaga na-enjoy mo mag-assist ng mga guests na pumapasok sa Airbnb, mag-a-assist ng mga mag-move in sa condo, na-enjoy mo mag-decorate ng bahay, yun yung trade-off. Mahirap mag-manage. Pero lahat mahirap.
what if hindi mo siya na-enjoy pero gusto mo kumita?
Ayun lang. I think
Gusto mo yung ganon, di mo siya na-enjoy. Pero gusto mo kumita eh.
Alam mo yung thought,
Natututunan ba yun?
yung ganyang question, marami yan. Maraming
kasi
ganyan.
for someone like me, halimbawa, na meron akong full-time job, I work Mondays to Fridays, and then sometimes during the weekends, nag-host pa ako.
Yeah.
I want to do that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I don't have the time to do that. Pero gusto ko kasi alam ko maganda yung kita.
Yeah.
Saan ako magsisimula?
Yeah. So, well, simulan mo siya. Marami namang ding courses on how to run an Airbnb business. So, you can
there's
do
a
that.
course?
I think so. May mga
Okay.
courses online. May mga YouTube videos for free na you can watch on how people are operating Airbnb businesses. But, of course, once you learn the operations of it, if hindi mo kaya mag full-time, it's better to employ someone or go nga to a property manager. Or siguro start with a property manager, learn kung paano nila ginagawa, operations nila, until the time you tell yourself, you
Kaya
know what,
ka na.
kaya ko na to mag-isa, ako na lang.
Oo,
Yun.
oo.
Ganon pwede din.
Oo.
Pero I think number one pa rin is, at least a part of you should really enjoy that business.
Oo.
Para
Or you enjoy relaxing, going to places like this. Baka
exactly.
pwede,
Oo.
no? Oo.
Pero for me, it's a really, really good business. I feel like right now, kasi nga, because of what happened to us in the past, like 5 years, di ba, Pogo dumating, medyo tinamad yung mga investors dito eh. Hindi na tayo nag-effort
Hindi lang
eh.
yun, hindi lang tinamad. Right now, hindi maganda yung economic growth ng Pilipinas
Yes.
because of the corruption issues.
Correct. Ang dami, di ba? Ang
So,
daming problema.
Alam mo yun, yung mga investors natin, even yung mga middle income earners na gusto gumastos, tinatago yung pera eh.
Yeah.
Kasi they don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Kasi yung political instability.
Exactly.
Diba?
Exactly.
So, paano?
Exactly.
Paano? Anong sinasagot mo sa clients pag ganun? You know what, Maiko? I want this, I want to invest. Pero kasi, ang pangit ng estado ng politics sa Pilipinas
Tama.
ngayon eh.
Tama, exactly.
Unstable talaga eh.
Exactly.
Paano? How do you answer that?
Going back to what we talked about, like, this is all cyclical. This is all whatever goes up will come down, right? So now
now
that
we're
it's
down?
it's growing and it's moving. Like if you check all the mga studies, yung mga research on what's happening, real estate is picking up again. The rental is picking up again. The demand is picking up again. There are more and more companies, mga international companies, diba, having their branches here, having their offices here, sending their expats here, and then mas maraming mga industrial, mga factories. Ang dami nangyayari. And I mean, how many Filipinos? Ano ba tayo ngayon? 100 million na ba? 100 million Filipinos, and the middle class is growing. 'Di ba? Because ngayon, ang dami ng mga opportunities, mga BPOs, pwede ka na mag VA, yung mga freelance jobs. All these people need property, need a house, need a home, need a condo. So, there is that demand, and that is growing.
Hindi mawawala yun.
Hindi mawawala yun.
Madadagdagan.
Madadagdagan at madadagdagan because as the population grows, 'di ba? Mas dumadami yung demand. Kaya nga yung mga developers, ito yung ginawa nila. That's why they continued constructing condos because merong backlog. Ang daming mga taong nangangailangan ng bahay. It's just a matter of people understanding ano ba, saan ba ako mag-i-invest. Kaya nga gaya nung sinabi mo na everyone's just holding. Ayaw pa nila ilabas yung pera nila kasi natatakot sila, 'di ba?
Yes.
But at one point they will. And when you do, gusto mo ba na sabay-sabay kayong maglalabas? 'di ba pag ang demand tumaas, 'di ba? Yung
Mas
supply
mahal.
bababa, mas magmamahal.
Oo.
So do we want to wait when that time comes? So kaya ngayon, for example, for my content, my goal is also to educate buyers so that you can buy with clarity. Kasi kapag hindi clear sa'yo, pag yung iPhone hindi na-explain sa'yo nung salesperson mo sa shop, di ba? Kung ano yung mga bagong specs niyan. Hindi, parang yung lumang iPhone ko lang pala yan ba't pa ako bibili? But if na-explain sa'yo yung specs, na yung megapixels niyan, ganito na. Yung camera niyan, 3 na. 'Di ba parang ikaw, oo nga no, ang dami niya palang improvement from the previous one. Ngayon, in your brain, in your mind, mas madali na sa'yo mag-decide because may clarity ka na. So I think this is what's happening and this is what brokers and agents should be doing. You have to lead with clarity. Everything that you do, from the numbers, from the location, from the property value, from the growth, everything. Dapat kung ma-explain mo yan sa buyer, it's easy for them to decide on what to buy.
So what if meron kang takot pa rin? Something's holding you back. Let's say, this is your first time.
Yeah.
This is your first big purchase.
Yeah.
Paano mawala yung ganung fear?
Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Diba? Ayun nga, kagaya nung sinabi ko na when we want to buy something,
Inaalam natin
alam mo
lahat.
yung bottle, ginawa kong example yung sa Toko, yung Owala, di ba sobrang mahal?
Oo,
For a
yeah.
bottle ha, sobrang
Oo,
overpriced.
oo. Ang
I was
dami
like,
niyan.
ako na, sa age ko ngayon, ayoko nang joining the bandwagon lang
Oo,
or the
yeah.
hype. Parang
Oo
I don't
naman.
want to just buy whatever other people are buying.
Bibili natin pagka talagang gusto
Correct.
natin. Kailangan natin.
Exactly,
True.
di ba? Kasi ang dami natin priorities in life. So, I research, mga 1 month. I research, ano bang maganda dito? Nakita ko yung spout pala niya, 2 klase. So, pag nag-workout, pwede. Pag
So,
nag-drive,
okay
pwede.
siya.
So, okay
Sa madaling
talaga yung
salita,
bottle.
okay siya as
talaga.
investment.
And you
Oo.
know what I did? Once I bought for myself, pinalitan ko lahat ng bote ng buong pamilya ko. Lahat sila nakauwala na ngayon. So, di ba? Once everything is clear, once you educated yourself, once you did your own research, okay, I'm ready to buy. Kasi ayaw mo rin namang mangyari, yung mapag-iwanan ka ng panahon, lahat na ng friends mo nakabili na, yung isa second property na niya, ikaw mag-50 years old, wala ka pang property, kasi antay ka ng antay, nang hanggang sa sobrang mahal na, ang mabibili mo siguro sa Negros. Ganun ka na kalayo, kasi hindi mo na ma-afford anything in Luzon.
Oo.
Yun.
So, yung fear na yon ang posible pang dahilan kung ba't hindi ka mag-grow financially.
Correct. And alam mo din naman na parang kapag walang pinaglalagyan yung pera mo, magugulat ka na pupunta sa bagay na walang kwenta.
Correct. Like,
I don't know, kotse.
gadgets.
Gadgets.
Oo.
Kotse, you think it's an investment.
No, it's not.
After 3
It's
years,
really
yung
not.
kotse mo wala ng value. Di ba? So, iisipin mo, kahit di mo naman kailangan ng kotse, bibili ka na lang ng kotse kasi mas madali Mas madali mag-research Mas maraming content about kotse kaysa real estate.
Oo.
And pag nakakita ka ng content about real estate, it's not really educating you.
Oo.
It's just selling to you.
Yeah.
But what if there were more people educating people on how to invest in real estate?
Okay. Last time na pag-usapan namin yan ni Sir Randall na hindi pa rin talaga financially educated yung mga Pilipino.
Definitely.
Na parang he felt, and also I also feel, na dapat bata pa lang tinuturo na sa atin yung financial education. Do you think maging yung pag-i-invest sa property, dapat natuturo din natin sa mga bata?
Definitely. Yes. 100%. Dapat lahat yan. Pati nga yung, alam mo yung mga stocks, mutual funds,
Yes,
lahat yan.
yes.
Dapat yan natuturo Kasi
Why?
alam mo, dadating ka sa point in your life na may pera ka na, Tapos hindi mo naman alam saan ilalagay.
Mm.
Tapos doon nangyayari yung, sige, travel na lang, travel. Lahat na ng bansa sa buong mundo na puntahan
Naikot
mo.
mo na. Is it
Naikot
bad?
mo na. I mean,
is
it's
it
not bad.
Yeah. Oo.
It's not bad. It's really good. But at the end of the day, like, kapag may pamilya ka na, mapapaisip ka like, sana pala mas madali yung buhay mga anak ko ngayon. Sana pala nakakasama nila ako kahit 2 times a week. Pero ngayon, kayod ka ng kayod kasi yung buong 20s mo, i-travel mo.
Ni-YOLO mo.
Ni-YOLO mo masyado,
Oo,
di ba?
oo.
So, whatever you're doing now is preparation for you in the future. Because alam mo, dati hindi ko iniisip yun. YOLO, YOLO. Ba't ngayong 30s na ako? Masakit ng likod ko. Lagi na ako inaantok. Sabi ko, alam mo yung 20s ko, yung energy ko noon.
Tita Maiko.
Diba?
Nakala na, kaya natin mag-inom ngayon, bukas mag-work tayo. Ngayon, wala
Hindi
na.
na kaya. So imagine ngayong 30s tayo, yung energy na meron tayo, in our 40s, baka mas lumala pa. In our 50s, mas wala na. So yung onting sacrifice ngayon wouldn't hurt us.
So, you have 2 kids. Ilang
I have 2
taon mo
kids.
sila plano turuan about investing in property?
Ngayon nga, tuturuan ko na eh.
They know what you're doing for sure. How young are your kids?
Pinapakita ko na sa kanila na my kids are 5 and 1. Of course,
Okay.
yung 1 di ko pa makausap.
Si 5 years old, medyo. Alam na niya
yung
what to do, right?
5-year-old, syempre pag sinama mo sa mall, why can't I buy that? My friend has that. Sabi ko, and then I tell her, na you know what? When I earn money, it's actually me being away from you. That means, the more you ask, the more I'm gonna be away from you.
Oh.
Diba? Do you want that? Sabi ko, and right now, what we do is, ganito na lang. You list down all the things that you want. You list it down. Tapos, if you still want it by your birthday, we will buy it. Ganyan. Pero if you don't want it anymore by your birthday, then we can choose something else. Parang ganon. Parang teaching them na hindi porkit gusto mo, kunin mo.
Oo, teaching them the value of hard
The
work
value
and
of
money.
hard work, value of money, and also, bakit, ano tong money na to? Paano to pinagkakakitaan? So, sinasama ko siya sa work ko para makita niya rin na ito yung basic steps for her to understand. Because kahit kaya ko ibigay sa kanya lahat, parang gusto mo ibigay lahat. Minsan meron tayong ganung tendencies, di ba? As
Oo
parents.
naman. Lalo pa yung mga di natin naranasan.
Hindi natin naranasan yan eh. Naalala ko, mom ko pinagkakait sa akin yung Beyblade, 300 pesos. Alam mo, hindi ako nabilhan. Hanggang 15, 16 years old na ako, wala na. Sabi ko, sana mama, binili mo na sa akin yun. Pero you know what? So iniisip ko sa kid ko, bibigay ko ba sa kanya? Hindi eh. Hindi talaga. Kasi pwede naman natin gawin yun in a way na hindi
Masuspoil.
hindi masuspoil.
Mm-mm.
Hindi natin ma-enable yung ganong personality.
Mm-mm.
Kasi sila rin magsasuffer later on. Tignan mo tayo, parang hindi sa atin na ituro yung mga majority of us millennials. Wala naman nagturo sa atin kung anong alam natin ngayon.
Tayo lang.
Tayo lang.
On our own.
Kailangan natin maghirap. Kailangan maghirap ng parents natin.
Or
So
yung
we see
parents
it.
natin, ang tinuturo sa atin is mag-work ka, magtrabaho ka lang
Work
maigi.
hard.
Pero di
Correct.
tayo natuturuan kung paano hawakan ng maayos. yun.
Exactly.
I mean, not all parents. Kasi ako, even naman nung bata
Yeah.
ako, tinuturuan na ako ni mama na,
Yeah.
yung sweldo mo, hindi dapat lahat yan ginagastos.
Tama,
But not
tama.
all parents are like that.
Exactly.
Pag
Exactly.
natuto ka na magtrabaho, they let you do what you wanna
Exactly.
do.
Or they teach you hard work, but they don't teach you how to invest your money.
yeah, where
Kasi
to invest your
work-
money.
Yeah, exactly. And
Because
where
they-
to
and
invest.
that's not their fault. Kasi hindi rin sila naturuan.
Exactly.
They also don't know what to tell you, where to invest. Kasi hindi, baka sila din mismo, hindi nila alam.
Exactly.
Right?
Tama,
Oh.
tama. Pero imagine if we can teach our children that.
I know, yeah.
They wouldn't have to, hindi ka magpapaulit-ulit sa cycle na employee ka na lang forever, trabaho ka ng trabaho, walang pinupuntahan pera mo, parang paycheck to paycheck, kumbaga. So, hindi na nagbago yung buhay mo. But what if meron kang mga investments?
Yeah.
What if pwedeng meron kang freedom na hindi ka takot mawala ng trabaho?
Oo.
Kasi yung ibang mga tao, di ba, hindi na masaya sa trabaho nila. But because of this fear na wala silang kakainin kapag iniwan nila yung trabaho nila. But what if you had another source of income? Di ba? So, hindi ka ganun katakot. You know there's a way for you to earn money in another way.
So, grind para dumating ka sa point na makakapag-invest ka. Pag napagod ka na, meron kang pwedeng pagkuhanan na iba.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yes.
because you said, you keep on insisting na you can't put all of your eggs in one basket.
Correct.
Kung meron kang gustong baguhin sa real estate dito sa Pilipinas, ano yun?
Real estate dito sa Pilipinas, because yung puso ko talaga malapit dito sa industry where I'm in right now, which is selling.
Yeah.
Kung meron akong one thing na gustong baguhin, yung talagang overnight mababago siya, is for brokers, sellers, companies, developers, agents, anyone to really lead with integrity, clarity, and yung pagka-service-oriented. Na ilagay mo yung, yung ikaw, parang put your shoes in their shoes.
Oo. Sa
Yung
buyers.
ganong laging mindset
Oo.
na anong gagawin mo kung ikaw yun.
Kung ikaw yung buyer.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yung ganong mindset.
Oo.
Because if ganito magiging mindset ng lahat ng tao, like everybody will buy with clarity, walang mapapasama, lahat tayo magkakaroon ng good investment. Because inaaral namin to as brokers and agents, why not share this knowledge instead of just selling?
Why?
Diba? Why not?
But, I mean, why not? Why are they not sharing it?
Transactional. Diba?
So,
Parang
sana mawala
pera.
na yung transactional brokers and agents.
Correct. And hopefully people will realize that if you put service first,
Money
kita
will
ka pa rin eh.
come.
Money
Yeah.
will come. Money will always come. And I hope people will realize that eventually yung paggising ko kinabukasan, everyone's like, not just transactional, pero talagang nagmi-meeting with a client, hindi lang flyer, oh ma'am, sign reservation fee. Sana hindi lang ganon. Yun yung gusto kong
Or
magbago.
yung pag may problema na di na nagre-reply, ano?
Yes, tama. 'Di ba?
I know.
Tapos if that happens, I think mas maraming magiging investors.
Oo, agree.
Mas marami.
Totally agree.
Kasi fear yung meron tayo ngayon eh. It's really the fear, not knowing. Ako parang kahit yung money ko limited lang din, mas confident ako in buying real estate. Why? Because I know it. And most of the people who are confident in buying real estate are also the ones who are in the real estate industry. Because we are so confident with what we have.
Yeah.
With what we know also.
You know it so well.
Yeah,
Kaya
we
di
know
ka
it so
takutin.
well.
Oo.
So imagine, kung ano yung alam namin, i-share namin sa mga tao, easier for them to buy.
Oo.
Yeah.
And ngayon, malaki na yung following nitong si She's That Broker. And I do hope mas lumaki pa.
Yes,
Because
thank
I
you so
can
much.
really feel the heart you put
Thank
into this
you.
industry, into this craft.
Thank you so much, yes. Yeah, I hope so. And yun nga parang, I didn't start this to become a content creator. That's not a dream. I think you reach a certain point in your life na it's not about sumikat, magpaganda, magpa-cute. Hindi na ganun eh.
Parang you have a purpose, no?
Purpose. Yes.
Pag may edad ka na, yun talaga.
Oo, no?
Oo.
Tapos kapag may purpose, iba yung saya. Alam mo, recently, I turned down a project that was really big because it was not aligned with my values. And I
Ganda.
felt so good. Alam mo, I was so happy. I was like telling my husband, I'm like, but somehow the old me would feel so sad because of the money. I know that's a lot of money. Like, that money is parang a skiing trip in Japan. Like, everything, nice hotel, Kobe beef every day. Parang ganong level. But because I turned it down, I'm like, hindi na yung pera. It's the integrity.
Yeah.
Na I'd rather stick to my values than say yes to something that I'm not aligned with.
Ganda.
Tapos sabi ko, that comes with age? I don't know if that comes with age.
It comes
pero it's
with
the
age.
purpose eh.
Yes.
And,
with
and
everything you have been through.
Right. And it feels so good, no?
Yeah. And sana mas dumami pa yung mga taong ganyan. Alam
Yeah,
mo,
yun din. That's my prayer. Yes.
You'll choose integrity over money.
Yes, indeed.
Oo.
Indeed.
And hindi siya na, may hinayang na part, pero alam mo yung hinayang na masaya ka.
yes.
Because alam mo, na pinili mo yung integrity over money.
Correct.
Kasi after all, money lang yan. Kikitain naman natin yan.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly. And time again, God will prove to you,
Amen,
diba?
amen.
Na whenever you choose Him, whenever you choose His Word, whenever you choose to do what's right, He will give it to you. Times 10.
In God's perfect time.
Exactly, in God's
Right.
perfect time.
Hindi lang tayo dapat nagmamadali.
Exactly.
Oo.
Yes.
Now, I see why you really have a heart in what you do. Kasi may Lord ka rin sa buhay mo.
Yes.
Nafe-feel ko
Definitely.
yan.
Yes.
Nafe-feel ko. What's your advice sa mga licensed agent na ngayon or kahit yung hindi pa who wanted to be like you, a successful broker?
Number one advice is to really put your heart into everything that you do. No matter what that is. May it be just calling your client, a simple viewing. Lagay mo yung puso mo, hindi yung pupunta ka doon na half-hearted. 'Di ba? Kasi, yun nga parang, this is the only thing that will set you apart from other people. Yung puso. everybody is smart. And anyone can be smart. Anyone can be smart. Anyone can do the sales talking. Pero yung puso,
Yun yung passion.
and yung passion, ito na lang yung magsaset sa atin apart eh. And if you think you're struggling, hindi ka makabenta, and you think that the only way for you to sell is to deceive your clients, dyan ka nagkakamali. Because very short-lived yan. Makakabenta ka ngayon, di na yan mauulit. Diba? So don't think about short-term. Think about long-term always. So if you put your heart into everything that you do, right? And we see that with what's
Yeah,
happening in
I
our
know,
lives.
yeah.
Basta nandyan yung puso, anything is possible.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm excited kung saan ka papunta. I'm
Thank
sure
you so
you're
much.
big now, you're going to get big.
Thank
Bigger
you.
pa.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And grabe, na-amaze ako with all the wisdom that you have shared. Not just with
Thank
real
you.
estate,
Yes.
but with what real estate and money did and it's continued doing to your life. Alam mo yun?
thank you. Yes.
Kasi meron mga tao na pag habang lumalaki, dumadami yung pera, mawawala yung puso.
Exactly.
'Di ba?
Exactly.
Pero ikaw baliktad.
Yes. Yes. For me,
How do you, how to be like that? Para din sa mga nanonood sa atin.
for
Na
me,
minsan gumigising na lang para sa pera.
yes. Correct, right?
Oo.
For me, think about it this way. We are on borrowed time. Anything can happen to us. This could be the last time you see your family, you see your friends. Diba? We will never know what
Yeah,
happens tomorrow.
that's so true.
We will never know. So ano yung iiwan mo dito sa earth? Ano yung iiwan mo? 'Di ba? Ito na lang yung meron tayo na pwede nating iwan dun sa mga nakakakilala sa atin, sa family natin, na, si Maiko, ganito yan. 'Di ba? Kesa yung, anong pera, anong magagawa? Hindi ko to masasama sa akin sa heaven. 'Di ba? The Lord doesn't care what we have, gaano tayo kayaman, gaano tayo kahirap,
Gano'ng kadami properties.
gaano karaming properties. Wala yan. Wala yan. Parang ano lang natin to stepping stone so that we can create something bigger. And when you say bigger, this is not more money for us. It's not selfishness. It's to create, if we're becoming rich, there's a reason for it. Because we need to provide jobs for other people. Ano pa? Because we are sharing our knowledge to other people. We're creating something. And ito yung stepping stone. And binibigayan ni God dun sa alam niyang, okay, itong taong to, I know that she can grow this. Hindi in terms of para sa sarili mo, para sarilihin mo lahat. Hindi ganun eh. So yun yung iniisip ko. And remind yourself to always think na we are on borrowed time.
Yeah.
And if you think that way, diba, you see the people around you. And I think one powerful thing that really happened to me 2023 was my cousin, who is like a brother to me. Brother ko talaga siya, best friend ko, everything. He died at 31.
So young.
That moved me because he's so young. Andun pa lang siya sa stage na, alam mo, nagkakwento sa akin sa bahay, pupunta siya na, Michael, I started investing in stocks, ganyan. But he was never really able to see the true potential of kung saan pa siya papunta. Yet I am here, healthy, with a family. Diba? I can buy the things that I want. Diba? Lahat na eh. I'm blessed. And kahit sabihin mong hindi ka blessed, you are blessed. Because as long as you're here, on earth, living, breathing, you are blessed. So anong ginagawa mo with your life? So yun yung reminder ko every single day. Para lahat ng gagawin ko is coming from the heart.
Yeah. Laging
Yeah.
may passion.
Laging may passion.
Laging may drive.
Laging may drive.
And thank you for sharing your heart, your passion and drive to us. Grabe.
Thank you so
So
much.
much learning. Saan kanila pwede mahanap?
Yeah.
I'm sure
Ay.
kilala ka na ng mga naka-follow sa'yo on TikTok and Instagram.
Yes. Well, there are a few people who are starting to recognize me, which is good. That means nare-reach ko yung mga taong dapat ma-reach. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Threads. I guess that's about it. Yun lang ba? Yun ba yung
Gen Z
social...
thing!
Diba,
The threads!
yung TikTok,
I know.
kakaaral ko nga lang. Yung
Oo.
Threads, grabe.
Yes.
Wow, sabi ko, may may happening
Threads,
pala
the new
doon.
Twitter.
Okay.
Yun ang tawag
nga.
ng mga Gen Z dyan.
Okay, it's interesting. So anyway, I'm on all of those platforms kasi kailangan maging relevant.
Kailangan kasama sa trabaho.
Exactly,
Oo.
kasama sa trabaho. And also to reach the people I need to reach. So
Oo.
yung account ko same naman for everything. She's that broker.
And thank you for what you do. Continue doing it.
Thank
because
you.
a lot of people have been learning so much from you.
Thank
I
you so
learned a lot
much.
today.
Thank
Number
you.
1 na yung difference ng broker and agent.
Yun nga, gusto ko yung mata
Because
mo
like
nun eh.
in my pa 40 years now of existence
Yes.
here, Thank you. Ngayon ko lang nalaman. At least ngayon mas aware
I'm
ako.
so happy.
So next time, I'll be dealing with other people na makakausap ko sa mga properties. Tatanong na natin, broker po or agent para alam natin how to address them, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you, Cha.
Thank you
for having me.